guys, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my brand new Nuvo Brilliantly Vibrant watercolour pencils from the Traveller's Notebook online. These are brand new to me, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a test slash demo for you guys, and I'm going to be drawing slash painting some autumn watercolour leaves. Don't forget, if you want to pick up some of these for yourself, you can get 10% off using Danni at checkout. The link is in the description box. So I just have a sheet of normal watercolour paper here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out all the autumn colours, so the yellow, orange, red, brown, black, and the two greens. What I'm doing here are just some very simple leaves. Anyone can do this. It's very, very easy. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw the outline of the leaf. And I really enjoyed using these pencils. I have some watercolor pencils that I already own that I don't use much at all because they don't blend all that well, to be honest. You can see the pencil marks on the paper even after you've blended it all out with water. These I didn't have a problem with, and you will see further on in the tutorial when I get to some of the later leaves that I stop even trying to blend them that well. My pencil marks get very rough and sketchy, and that was just to see how the pencils held up to blending out, even if you weren't that careful with blending them to begin with, and they look just fine, as you'll see later on in the video. So with this leaf, I've just gone ahead and put down a base layer of the yellow, and I'm going to go ahead with the brown and the red in a minute as well, and put in some shadowing. I find that if you make the edges a little bit darker, it just defines the edge a bit nicer against the paper. And I go ahead and sort of define the veins of the leaf with a darker colour as well. So I've sort of started out in real time and then just sped it up a bit. It is quite boring to watch the whole process in real time, but as you can see there, just darkening in those veins with the brown, and then I'm going to go ahead with the red. And what I'm doing up there in the corner is just getting a flat edge on my pencil. So these definitely blend, well, any watercolor pencil or any colored pencil really blends a lot nicer if you have a nice flat edge as opposed to a sharp point where you'll get that really sort of harsh line. You don't want that with these. So this first leaf is mostly done. Now I'm going to go ahead in with my water, and I'm starting with a lighter color in the middle because those dark colors they will pull into the lighter color. So I wet and blend out the lighter color first, then I go into the darker colors around the edge, and then I sort of pull my brush into the center of the leaf to blend the two together. So there you can see the pencil is really starting to blend in nicely. I started out quite light with this leaf. This is the lightest one of all the ones I do. The ones you'll see me do a bit later have a lot more color in them, and I went a lot darker and heavy-handed with the pencil. So you can see it a little bit better how nicely it blends out with those darker colors. So you can see this one ends up looking a little bit, I don't know, a little bit meh. There's not a lot of colour to it, so I do go in while the paper is still wet with my brown pencil. I think this is either the brown or the black. Because that paper is still wet, I am just using a very, very light hand, and you can see it's still coming off quite dark. So they're nicely pigmented, just carefully sketching in those veins to give a bit more depth, and then I will go over them with my paintbrush again, and blends in just beautifully. So I don't have a whole lot of water on my paintbrush. You can see I wet it and then I dab off the excess, just so my brush is wet, but so I don't have big puddles of water forming. There is no hard and fast rule to any of this. I did every leaf a little bit differently, so just figure out the technique that works for you, how much water you prefer. You can use heaps if you prefer. I just find that I have a bit less control if I have a lot of water. So now my first leaf is done. I'm going to go ahead and do a few different kinds of leaves for you sped up, and I will just play music over that. And I do have a plan for all these. I'm not just doing these for fun. So you'll see at the end I have a full sheet of them, and they are going to go towards another project coming soon. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. I'll be more than happy to answer. And don't forget to check out the Traveller's Notebook online. They have lots of beautiful art and craft items in the store. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.